Hi everyone, this video is to show my shower for Burning Man this year. It's a little complex, but it's simple at the same time, and it's going to be great because I will have hot water in the mornings when I'm taking a shower. So it consists of about 1 million parts, but I'll go through them as I go through them. So my main part is the reservoir for the water. I've got a 30-gallon big old bucket. I've got 3 of these, so that way whenever one is out, they're all interchangeable, so I can just take the top off of this one, throw it on another one. These things seal 100%. I'm planning to put a small little filter on here, so that way there could be air going in as the water is going out, so sand won't go in there. They'll have these rings that'll seal them, and they won't have any kind of dust going in. This thing has a pump on it that will pump water right out of it, right into my water heater, which is my next component. I made this water heater out of 2 little buckets. One is like a 10-gallon, I think, one is like 7 or 8. So they're a little bit smaller than each other, and I've got that little sealer stuff in the middle, so it works out great. I've got 2 water hoses, one that'll come out of the reservoir, go into this one to fill it in. I've got one that'll go out into the shower head. I've got a couple of sensors on here, which I'll show you. I made this little switch that, so when this thing is, when the water level goes down, it'll click that switch and it'll turn that pump on, so that way it will go ahead and fill in water into here. And there's a little temperature sensor that'll tell the thermostat, which is an eBay thermostat, what the temperature is, and that'll turn the water element down there on. The water's a little messy, but I'll clean that up before I go. It's kind of, I just finished making it, so I wanted to take a video before it's too dark. So that lid will go on nice and tight. All of these things are nice and tight. Then the next element was the thermostat, which will keep the water temperatures where I want them to. I have it set at 120, and I have it at a 10-degree difference, so it'll float all the way to 110. It'll go back to 120, but I'll adjust that accordingly once I get there. This hose will go out, and it's flexible hose, and here's the shower head will attach to the shower structure, which I haven't built yet. So once I'm done with that, I'll attach this in there, and it'll be nice and easy. It'll have a shower head on it, and this can go, I can use a different length hose, or shorter or longer, however way I want it to. And this will be my pedal to activate all of that. It'll activate the pump, which will give me water. It's a low current, low voltage, so it won't shock you or anything. And this will be in the shower itself, so you can step on it, you'll have water, take your foot off, you can soak yourself off. And then next is the relays and the connectors and stuff like that. Everything, like I said, is low current until it gets to here, then it relays it and makes it into a higher current, same voltage, so 12 volt, and it'll turn on objects. I've made a bunch of things. Everything has plugs on it, but all the plugs are different, so that way I won't confuse them when I get there. So I used a phone jack plug in here for the sensors on that one. I've used a big plug on there and a big plug on here. So this will unplug, and that's that container by itself for easy transport. This will unplug, and that's that container by itself for easy transport. So I'll plug them back in. So that'll plug in there. That'll plug in there. Also, the foot pedal switch is also a different plug. So even if I'm not there when it's being set up, my friends will be able to set it up. Again, the main plug that goes on the battery is a different plug than everything else, so you can't screw anything up. I've got about 4 or 6 of these that I'm taking with me. They all have the same plugs, and they all have fuses on them, and they all work together. I can plug them all into each other or use one at a time. All of my equipment this year will be 12 volt, including my lights. I've made an AC unit. I've made a bunch of swamp coolers for all of our yurts and stuff. And everything will be running out of a bunch of solar panels like those. I don't know if you can see them in the background. It's a little dark. So let's show you how it works. I can plug this in here, which everything should power up. This pump will go on first because refilling whatever is gone out of there. And it should automatically shut off once the water level reaches a certain spot. And there it goes, it's shut off by itself because it reached that switch area. And then now we've got the temperature in there is about 80 degrees, which will start to rise. I'm not really going to keep it in there, but I can show you that I have it set at 120, and it's 79 degrees right now. That pump will keep on purging as the water level fluctuates here. And so, you know, if there's the water levels kind of moving around, it'll kind of go up and off and on every now and then, but it shouldn't go higher than it needs to be. Then we've got the shower head, which I'll turn on now by pressing that pedal. Once I press that pedal, the other pump will turn on, and I've got shower water just like at home. This again will be mounted. Once I let go, that pump obviously doesn't need to turn on because it's already turned on. When this one turn on, that will also turn on because it's losing water, so it'll replace it. And that takes care of that. And I think it'll all work okay. You can see the water temperature starting to go up. It's just a couple degrees. I've timed this up, and with that heating element, which is about 200 watt, I believe, it'll take it about 2 to 3 hours to get to 120 degrees from room temperature, which is about 75. So you can see it increasing slowly, but it is increasing. It'll do a degree or two every couple of minutes. So it's not too bad. And that's my relays, and that's the whole project. It looks like a mess, but it'll all work together, and it'll work great, I think. So, and I've taken a spare pump with me, taken a spare switch. Like I said, I have a bunch of batteries. I like to take spare things with me in case something misfunctions. The relays also are in little relay sockets, so I can just take them out and replace them if one of them goes out. And nothing a little bit of duct tape and black tape can't fix, so hopefully everything goes well. Thanks for watching.